Hello, it's Jason from DigiNo.org and DaDaABC. In today's video, I'm going to talk to you about traveling with DaDaABC. Is it possible? Yes, but what's the best way to do it? So, when many moons ago I was doing a 9 to 5 in an office, I often stared out of the window and I dreamed of you know traveling and having enough money to travel, not going off to travel, spend all my savings, come back and then be like, now what? Better get another job, I suppose. It's not what I wanted to do. I started reading The 4 Hour Workweek by Tim Ferriss, and it started to open my eyes about earning money whilst traveling, creating an online income. Initially I was just going to go and teach in classrooms across Asia, but then I discovered this search term of digital nomad jobs, and this is just loads of jobs that you can do to create an online income, and DaDaABC was one of them. And fast forward, I'm now a DaDaABC teacher, as you can see, and it is a job where you can travel whilst doing it, but it is quite difficult. There is a certain way that you have to do it if you want to keep the job, because number one, DaDaABC requires you to let them know whenever you change locations, and so you have to book an internet test for them to check your Wi-Fi speed, so that it's enough to teach. Now, the Wi-Fi speed, I'll put the link down below so you can see. I should say broadband speed. I'll put it down below in an article so you can check it. And DaDaABC wants to do this obviously because they want to ensure that your internet is good enough to teach. They're not really bothered about your location. It's just, is your internet good enough? So yeah, that's a big stumbling block. So you can't really go around hostels with a shared Wi-Fi. It's not always reliable because the more people are on it, the slower it will be. Cafes, things like that, hotel lobbies, and the thing about places like that, in like communal areas, you're not going to be able to do your full range of TPR and puppets and being loud and animated and a clown like what you need to be for DaDaABC. I mean, you could do it, but I don't know how long it will take them to ask you to leave or quiet down a bit or whatever. You don't want to think about these things. So it's really best to, find a place where you can do all of these things. And technically, another point is that DaDaABC don't like you using Wi-Fi or 4G. I mean, technically you can use, you could get an unlimited data plan on 4G and set up a hotspot on your phone, a Wi-Fi hotspot on your phone. So you could use that for your laptop. I was looking into this possibility. Let me just get the article up. So my short-term memory is terrible, so I want to tell you the numbers. So I started looking up, how much data it would take to teach for DaDaABC. Because obviously unlimited data plans, there is a limit. I don't think you can use unlimited. But the way I did this was I looked up how much data it takes for a Skype video call. Because it's a similar experience. I imagine DaDaABC uses more than Skype because there's a lot more going on than just a video chat. But I looked up a rough estimation of how much data a video call uses is 0.94 megabytes per minute. So let's say on a regular teaching day with DaDaABC, you have 3 hours of teaching time, which is 180 minutes. So this is around 170 megabytes that you'll be using. So then you times this by 5 days a week, because you might be working 5 days a week. Let's do the most you can. And that's 846 megabytes. So for a month, you'll basically be using around 4 gigs of data a month. And that's okay for an unlimited data plan. I wouldn't bank on just using your 4 megabyte contract because you won't have any data for anything else. And that's just for Skype video calls, so that's still a rough estimation, but unlimited would be fine. But too bad, you're not allowed to use 4G. Anyway, so what actually is the best way is you want to find yourself a solid base where you can teach. And you can do this by going to all the top Digital Nomad locations. I'll put an article down below and you can see my top 10. And these are places with low cost of living and fast internet. That's exactly what you need. So this is places like Chiang Mai in Thailand. And what you want to do is you get a short-term contract renting a place. And, you know, because this is so cheap, you don't mind swanning off and traveling around whilst you're paying the rent because it's a lot cheaper. You know, not like in England. You know, the amount you're paying in England, you want to be living in that place 24/7. So you get this place, say in Chiang Mai, and yeah, you can just teach from there. Make sure you've got a good internet, and on the days that you're not teaching, you can go off and travel and see the area surrounding you or go further afield. If you find yourself traveling and you're not going to get back in time, your better option than a hostel is an Airbnb, because that's someone's home, so they've already got internet there. You want to message them and say, what's your internet speed? Use speedtest.net because that's what the IT guys at DaDaABC use. And if you put this on your phone, get the app on your phone, you can check wherever you are. You can check in a hostel, you can check wherever. So in my opinion, that's the best way to do it. Get yourself a solid base in a digital nomad spot, and if you can't make it back in time, get an Airbnb. So if you'd like to read the related article to this video, I'll put it down below. And if you'd like to live your dreams and travel the world whilst earning money, I'll put a link below. You can apply to become a DaDaABC teacher. If you have a better way of traveling with DaDaABC, let me know. Comments. And yeah, have a good trip. I'll see you next time. Jason from DigiNo.org. Bye bye.